Well, here we go, folks, courtesy of MPE and Fuji Xerox, proud to be printing all these programs. Man, oh man, programs. I have started to make sure that I collect all my programs. I've got them all at home. I've started to create a BurtMunro box at home. I've only been coming 13 times, so it hasn't got all that big yet, but you get the idea. But just little scribbles that I've made and different things. I'm thinking, hey, there'll be some stories to tell in years to come. And want to go back. Do you remember back in 2013? And we'll be in our Zimmer frames and hopefully still talking as well, but that's another story. And gee, I just love the fact that you've got a lovely Fuji Xerox printed program. Doesn't have to be all the elegance of glossy paper, because it still tells you the story. From my point of view, I love it because it's real newspaper, newsprint that you can write on. Shane Bremer away, Shane Bremer, yeah, go for it, go for it. Gordon Wilcox, there you go, Shane and Gordon get away, so nice work from Shane. And of course, Shane Bremer out there, the local man on the Kawasaki GSXR 1100 on bike 411 down there, and also Gordon Wilcox on a similar bike out of Wilcox Trucks Painters from Christchurch. So good on you, Gordon. Lovely to see visitors from Canterbury down here. This is one time when we welcome the Canterbury visitors. Other times they come down and try and beat us in sport, but they're not as welcome as they are to be friendly competitors in our great sport of motorcycle racing. MPE and Fuji Xerox, proud to be behind racing. Bang, 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 bang. I'm talking about the fact that you've got a pair, then a gap, and then another pair, so close together. And when they go into corners, you think if you didn't take the fact of the three dimensions out, if you just took it as a flat plane, you'd actually think they are touching each other. But because of the width of the track, they can actually go past each other with ease. So nice to see potentially a change coming up as well. I think Gordon was just trying to push the advantage there. Maybe because he was going around the outside on the faster bike, he might have just been wanted to be go back on the inside of the next one. Will there be a change? Shane Bremer won't want it that way. So let's see how they go. And there we are back. Yes, Shane's got the advantage. Gordon's still in behind him. Oh, number three. Storming home there. Glenn Strachan, or Strawn, depending on how he wants to pronounce it. The name spelt the way. I've commentated long enough to know that people come up to me and said, oh no, I'm a Strachan. Well, that's fine. The next one's a Strawn. You get the idea. So there we go. So number three in there, Glenn Strachan. We've got Andy as well up. On the number 21 bike as well, on another Strachan. I presume it's no coincidence. So there we have our racing. Shane Bremer and Glenn Strachan putting the pressure on with Gordon Wilcox in second place. And then looking out for Kev. Yes, indeed, Kev Goddard in there. In our pre-95 post-classic field, Kev Goddard of New Zealand Race Supplies, fantastic business. Now, Kev, an all-round good guy, been a former board member of Motorcycle New Zealand, a great volunteer behind his favourite Otago Motorcycle Club. And, of course, with passion about motorcycling, he's created a business called Race Supplies, and that's exactly what he does. Getting accessories that your average shop wouldn't have because it's too much for a finite market of people that go racing. So that's why it's called Race Supplies. The name says it all. 44, 411 down there. Shane and Gordon, and then go to 3, looking out for the 148. Still there in the battle, Kevin Goddard. He just had his wheel on green. Now it's a little TZ 250. You're talking about a real Grand Prix bike. I'm going to be keen to look at it. I did not know that Kevin had one. He races in the New Zealand Road Racing Championship and effectively our junior production class, which is our 300cc bikes. He's got a Yamaha 325. And this TZ is actually, of course, a GP bike. So keen to watch him as he peels his way through there. Once a good racer, always a good racer. All-round nice guy. The two of us lost a dear friend last year, so had the privilege of catching up with Kev at the funeral. Never a time that you want to meet a good friend like Kev, but on the other hand, what a commitment he made to come right up to the middle of the North Island from Dunedin to share that special day with our deceased family. So Kevin, an all-round nice guy. Lovely to have him with us here. Mr. Kevin Goddard. So there we go. Shane Bremer, Gordon Wilcox, Kev Goddard, Glenn Strachan. Glenn had put his nose in front, so keen to see if he can stay there. Will he hold it, or will it again? So you'll effectively find the TZ 250 will be marked. Oh, look at him, he gets right out of the raceway. Yeah, see that? Yeah, good work. So what he's done, Kevin, he's actually gone right over to the side, so there's no slipstream, but you see the other two bikes have gone past him. So for the rest of the race, you watch him come back. Now we're looking at the fight for second place. There's three of them, the trio in that group. So you've got the fight out in front. That's a lovely battle, but no changes going on. Now the next one, and Kev Goddard in there on the little TZ 250. Now he will outride the others. He'll ride the seat off that machine. So watch him as he peels his way through there. Now through the tight, here we go. Look at that. See, getting around the outside. Look at that. He's got both of them already. How is that, Kevin Goddard? You're spectacular. Through the Macaulay Ford S's, looking beautiful out there. But when it comes on the straight, you've got that little 250cc bike, heck of gee, it's alongside a Yamaha FZR 1000, 4 times the cc capacity. So incredible the difference along the straight. He's really got to try and sneak over. He proves he's got to do more on the infield because he needs a bigger buffer. Here's the white flag coming out now for Shane. Here's for, oh hello, we've lost second. We've lost second. Second not in the radar shot. And here we go. Can Kev hold it? Whoa! No, he couldn't. No, he couldn't. Jeremy Holmes has got him. Jeremy Holmes is there. So Jeremy there. Wow. And well, there we go. So Gordon Wilcox. We've lost Gordon. Bad luck to Gordon. Well, there you go. You just think it's all on for the last part of the race. So we go to Shane Brammer. He's got first. Second goes to Jeremy Holmes, who got third last time. Then we're going to go to Kev Goddard, remembering first in the other class. So that's incredible. It will be Glenn Strachan, who will get third in the Open Pre-89. John Hum in the number 6 bike will be next. That's the little TZ250. So he's going to be second in his class. And then we look out for Patrick Nussbaum. Patrick on the 911 bike. So he will be in 4th place. He got 5th last time, so he's going to get 4th this time. And for a bit of a wrap, we'll go to John Rawcliffe. Good on you, John. John gets 5th place on the 103 bike. He's the man, of course, in this class who won at the hill climb on that Thursday. So tell you about the hill climb. Biggest crowd I've ever seen. Beautiful day. Track temperature at the start line of 39 degrees on the tar seal. And speaking about tar seal, in fact, I should call it hot mix because the first part, thank you to the Dunedin City Council, but the first part of the tar seal's been cut out, and through the start up the first straight and around the first right corner to the second left-hand corner has now been hot mix. So it's got proper racing tar seal on it. So huge improvement in those conditions, which probably in some ways aided the improvement to our track time by our competitors, but more importantly, it has given us an amazing start to a great race day. So what a track, and the crowd must have been well over 1,000, close. Some people have predicted 2,000. It was huge in the old cliche, bigger than Ben-Hur. So great to see, and a super well behaved crowd. They were fantastic, and they were using every spectator advantage point between the toy and the flax bushes and all the way, some of them even sitting in the trees on the way as well. So beautiful track and a great day, the best we've ever seen. Day number 2, because it's now a 5-day event, which was Thursday, and the amazing New Zealand Hill Climb Championships at Bluff Hill. They use it for the Tour of Southland. They've used it for many events over the years. Burt himself raced the hill climb when it used to be just a metal track, and now it's become part of paradise. It's the end of New Zealand. It's State Highway 1 to the top, so it's a fantastic part of our country and our heritage. All right, Shane Brammer, Jeremy Holmes, Kevin Goddard, Glenn Strachan, John Hum, Patrick Nussbaum, ahead of John Rawcliffe, Noel Paklowski, Brian Stevens and Andrew Strachan get our top 4. Hey, people like Mark Frederick, Shane Hildred and Graham McNabb, all accomplished riders in their own right, and they're well back. Well, Kevin Kingham as well.